and welcome back to my channel. I forgot to bring the lipstick down that I'm wearing, but it is by Rimmel and it's just a basic nude color because I didn't know what to wear with this. I was listening to or watching Peter Monn'S video. His I make video games and then / January 3rd vlog. I wanted to touch on that video because what he says is so very true. In the video, he says that today is someone's last day. And that touched me because it's so true. And we all take life for granted in some way. I get the obits emailed to me from the Winnipeg Free Press, and some may think that that's morbid, but I like to know that if someone I know passes away, I want to know. So I go through it every day, but you know what? He put it into perspective for me, because even though I'm reading all these people who passed away, within the last week, I never thought about how it was their last day and how today I'm going to be reading, in the obits in the next few days, I'm going to be reading someone's name who passed away today. So he put it into perspective for me, and that I never thought of before. I think when I read the obits from now on, I'm going to be reading them with a heavy heart and just bittersweet, because you just never know. I found the 5 bittersweet truths that put life in perspective and make you check yourself. Number 1 is the seasons will always change. Don't be so dramatic. Your problems are probably not so tragic. One day, if you live long enough, you will eat your lunch alone. And I'm going to reiterate on these in a minute. You are going to die. Someday your life will contain an expiry date. Someday your life will be a mere collection of stories told by those you touched the most. Write them wisely. So I took it upon myself to look through and just, try and put things into perspective myself, if you will. And I'm not trying to take away from Peter's video at all. I totally agree with his video, and I'm going to link it here at the end. So don't think that I want to expand on his video, if you will. I want people to know that I don't want people to take life for granted anymore. I want people to live each day like it's their last, because you never know when it's going to be your last. I just want to read you a couple of excerpts I took from the paper. Life is about change and the ability to adapt to those changes. Do not fear the changing seasons. Taste the fruit and drink the drink of each. Whether bitter or sweet, it too shall pass. And this is, don't be dramatic. Your problems are probably not so tragic. I realize there are no exceptions to this. However, I once heard that if people could dump all of their problems out onto the street for trade, the majority of the people would want their own problems back. Perhaps you have a friend you call every day for the purpose of unloading your troubles. The truth is, they have troubles too. Perhaps they simply chose to not unload their troubles on you. Everyone is faced with obstacles, including the guy or girl you are absolutely certain has it all. So if your problems are a matter of consequence of your own mistakes, don't be so dramatic. This one really touches my heart. One day, if you live long enough, you will eat your lunch alone. You know the quiet old man who you saw eating alone in a booth yesterday? He is so much more than a quiet old man eating alone. Perhaps he is a boy of 16 who participated in his basketball team winning the state championship. Perhaps he is a man of 22 who returned from the war only to find himself face down, kissing his father's freshly covered grave. Perhaps he is a man of 30, awed by the miracle of witnessing his first child being born. Perhaps he is a man of 65 who retired after years of intense labor spent providing for his family. He may be sitting quietly alone, a man of 90 with calloused hands, bad knees, and an aching back, but he is a sea of stories. He is a living, breathing textbook of history with the energy of 1,000 better yesterdays, still alive and well, still whispering his name. Once upon a time, he may have been someone's heartbreak or someone's hero. He may have been the class clown or the class reject. Perhaps behind his silence is a man who has quietly patched his heart up time and time again as his most cherished friends and loved ones pass on one by one, allowing new generations to inhabit his earth, while the echoes of yesterday's beginnings, adventures, milestones, and endings continue to inhabit his mind. He may be eating his lunch alone, living a life now barely recognizable to the decades of his past. However, one day, if you live long enough to know, you will also be living a life barely recognizable to your own. You too will eat your lunch alone, so do not feel pity for the man. Rather, be patient as you walk behind him. Silently congratulate him for having survived on this planet for such a length of time. Have reverence for his sea of stories you will likely never know. Someday someone is going to plan your funeral. Someday someone is going to lovingly select the most appropriate ways to commemorate your life. They will select songs to play and photographs to display. Someday someone is going to go through your stuff, to read your journals, empty your wallet fragment by fragment, dig through your keepsakes, and box up your clothes. Someday someone is going to replay your voicemails and long for just one more chuckle or in one more embrace from you. Stop waiting for life to be kinder, for the storms to calm, for your big break to magically appear, for your white knight to round the corner, or a fair maiden to come fulfill your every desire. Stop betraying yourself. Stop betraying your dreams. Stop growing bruises. Stop being offended by everything. Stop seeing yourself as the victim. Stop wallowing on the floor, crying out and waiting for the clouds to divide and rain down with answers. Wake up, get up, and live. So that is something that I read today, and it really touched me. And the reason I read it today was because of Peter Monn'S video. So thank you, Peter, for putting life in perspective for me and making me realize that yes, I have had many, many struggles in my life. And some of my videos, if you read them or watch them, you will see the struggles that I had. But I'm still here. I'm still talking to you. I'm still living life. It looks like today is not my day, but tomorrow might be. I don't know. So don't take life for granted anymore. Live life to the fullest. Do what you want. Not everything has to be about money and status. Do things that make you happy and enjoy life, because you don't know when that tomorrow is going to come. And people are going to be reading your eulogy. You want to make sure that you have a good one. I know this video was not an uplifting, funny video, but I hope it was uplifting in a way where I can feed off of Peter's video and hope to make you guys see how precious life can be and how it can be taken from you like that. So I will have the videos here. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Give this video a thumbs up. I'd really appreciate it. I love you guys with all my heart. I hope that you guys are enjoying your life and just not taking it for granted, because it is a gift, and that is why they call it the present. I love you. Have a great day. Keep smiling. Until my next one. Bye, guys.